All right, Bob. Today we're diving into white box test techniques. These techniques focus on the internal structure of the software.
That sounds interesting. So, white box testing is about looking inside the software and ensuring that the actual code works correctly.
Exactly. Unlike black box testing, where we test based on behavior, white box testing lets us analyze the internal code structure. All right, Bob, today we're diving into white box test techniques. These techniques focus on the internal structure of the software. The two most common methods are statement testing and branch testing.
That sounds interesting. So, white box testing is about looking inside the software and ensuring that the actual code works correctly.
Exactly. Unlike black box testing, where we test the system based on its behavior and specifications, white box testing allows us to analyze the internal code structure. Let's start with statement testing. In statement testing, our goal is to execute as many statements in the code as possible. We measure coverage by the number of executed statements divided by the total number of statements in the program. Achieving 100% statement coverage means that all statements in the code have been executed at least once.
That makes sense. If every statement runs at least once, we can be sure that every line of code is tested. But does that mean we've covered everything?
Not necessarily. Let's take a simple example. If x greater 0, print positive number, else print non-positive number. If we only test x equals 1, the positive number statement executes, but the non-positive number statement does not. This means that while we have tested some of the statements, we haven't covered all possible conditions.
That's a gap in coverage. So what do we do about it?
That's where branch testing comes in. Branch testing ensures that we test every possible branch of execution. A branch is a point where the program makes a decision, such as an if-else statement or a loop. We measure branch coverage by checking how many branches are tested out of the total number of branches.
So to achieve 100% branch coverage, we need to test both the if and the else cases?
Exactly. Look at this example. If x is 0, print positive number, else print non-positive number. If we test with x equals 1 and x equals minus 1, we ensure that both branches execute at least once, achieving 100% branch coverage.
That makes sense. And branch coverage is better than statement coverage because it ensures all possible outcomes of decisions are tested.
Correct. In fact, branch coverage subsumes statement coverage, meaning if you achieve 100% branch coverage, you automatically get 100% statement coverage.
So what's the main advantage of white box testing over black box testing?
The key advantage is that white box testing provides a more detailed understanding of the software's implementation. It helps detect hidden defects, such as missing logic paths, performance bottlenecks, and potential security vulnerabilities. However, it doesn't always ensure that all requirements are met, since it focuses on the code rather than external specifications.
That makes sense. I guess the best approach would be to use both black box and white box techniques together?
Exactly. A balanced testing strategy that incorporates both techniques is the best way to ensure comprehensive test coverage.
Bob nodded, feeling more confident in his understanding of white box testing. He was excited to apply these techniques in his next testing project. Exploratory testing is like when I start a new video game and just mash buttons to see what happens.
Exactly. You learn as you go, adjusting based on what you discover.
Testtactix, upskill, innovate, succeed. Want to succeed in your QA journey? Subscribe for more engaging videos like this and take your QA skills to the next level.